Hi everybody, it's Ann Cosme here. I just wanted to give you a brief tutorial on how to make a QR code. I know some of you are getting ready for open house, and I thought this might be helpful, just a quick how to make a QR code. What I want to point out to you is on any website that you're looking for, if that's what you're linking to, what you need to do is just grab the URL from the top of the page. For example, this is picsforlearning.com. It's a great website to find free, safe, copyright-friendly photos and images to use in your classroom. So again, you're just going to grab the URL or the internet address at the top. I don't use the file copy protocol. I just click my Command C button and that automatically copies for me. And if you're interested in making a QR code, one great website to use is qrstuff.com, and it takes you right here. You can just drop in a URL. This is all the different type of data you could do. One that's really fun is plain text, and you might just want to say, "Hi there, how are you?" And that might be just a fun message to put into your classroom somewhere, leave some, little positive enforcements for students throughout the day. But notice the QR code immediately changed. You can use that and it would link to this text. What we're using it for is a shortcut to a website. Let's say you wanted your students to have quick and easy access to that Pics for Learning website. Remember, I've already copied it, so all I'm going to do is paste the URL in there, and my QR code was immediately updated. What I do is just grab it and drag it over to my desktop. Once it's on my desktop, I immediately name it with a specific detailed name. That way, if I'm ever looking for it, I can just go into my search icon and say Pics for Learning QR code. Another way that you could make a QR code, for example, here's another advanced image search, and one project I recently worked on, we were looking for groundhogs, and I wanted my students to, a groundhog. And I wanted my students to have safe, copyright-friendly images. So if you just do a Google image search and you go to your search tools and you look at usage rights, what we really would like for you to do in order to model best digital citizenship practices is to use this one labeled for reuse with modification. And that way the authors and owners of the content are allowing us to use their work, and students can modify it freely, and we don't have any copyright issues. Another thing that you could do, advanced image search, if you use this one down at the bottom, that's where you change the usage rights right there. So free to use or share or modify even commercially. Again, if you were just looking, maybe you wanted this as a search QR code you could have posted in your classroom, grab the URL. Right now I'm going to show you another one that I like to use, and it's the Google shortener, goo.gl. Notice I'm logged into my FSD account. The reason I am doing that is I want to know how many times my QR codes are being clicked on. For example, this one was clicked on 513 times, and it's a form that I made a couple days ago. We know this was for the TN Technology Showcase, but other times I'm just curious how many times they're actually being scanned. So that's why I like to use the goo.gl shortener. Again, remember, I copied the URL. I'm pasting it here. It's going to automatically shorten it for me rather than having kids type in http://www.google.com/advanced_image_search. I could just tell them to type in this short URL. Or when I click on details, there's the QR code that's automatically made for me. Again, drag it to your desktop, rename it, print it, post it in your classroom. I like to make little things like this to display. I'm coming out of the classroom as a first grade teacher, so of course I'm using pre-reading and visual cues to support my students. So for example, scan this QR code for panther pictures, and you can see I actually have a river otter. Geez, I guess I need to fix that. Chimpanzee, reef sharks, rattlesnakes, bobcats. Anyways, those are the things that I would post, print out and post on the board or hang up in my classroom somewhere. If you are posting student work For example, something you're doing for open house. Let's go ahead and go into, let's see, I have so many things in my Google Drive. Here's a quick picture into it, but what if I wanted to share, let's see, here is my Christmas Adobe Voice, and what I need to do is come up here to my share option. When I click on it, right now it's limited to people at the Fullerton School District with the link. I need to go in and change that. And I'm going to click on anyone with the link can view. No sign-in is required. That way, guests who come into your classroom, parents who come into your classroom, anyone can come and click on the link, and they will not be restricted to a MyFSD login. So we're going to save it. It updates our link right here. I can copy it, get a shareable link up here. Again, all I'm doing is copying and pasting this URL. I would go back into my Google URL shortener. I would drop it right in there and click shorten URL. Again, click on the details. There's your QR code. All right? Happy QR code making. See you soon.